That's like if you say something and it gets spreaded too far, you can't really take it back. So if that story and so much people believe it, it's kind of dangerous because like if it's a story about how Africans always just want to start wars, they might like start thinking that that's all they want to do and stay away from Africans and start like.
That's a really nice example and a really nice description of why it's dangerous. Who else wants to share what their group said? I know, Nicola, you wanted to say something.
Okay. So like her roommate, about like just like if all the Nigerians were serial killers, then and the roommate found that out, that would be like the only thing she thought about. So then she wouldn't want to like be her roommate and wouldn't want to be her friend and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if there were two armies, one of them was bad, one of them was good, and some people from another country decided to come in and help, but they only heard the story of one of the armies, so they might start fighting for the bad side instead of the good side.
Sure.
And the country could just get worse and worse.
Back there, please.
Because, like it said, like if the author writes a book and if they write about if Nigeria is dangerous, and if people read it, they'll think that Nigeria is dangerous, but on the outside it could be a really good place after all, but it wouldn't even be deleted as the same thing as some stuff. Like it wouldn't even come back to you.
You know, I wondered if we could lean in on this group over here, because when I came over, I thought you guys were talking a little bit, and maybe I was wrong. Were you guys talking about some stories that people thought about you and your cultures? Did I hear that conversation going on? Do you mind sharing with the rest of us? Because I think that's great that you guys kind of brought it into what we were talking about, those why is this important, and how you related. So why was this important to you, and what were you guys talking about? I think you were all right here, right?
What single stories are there out there about you or about me or about any of us? What are some of those single stories?
Okay, I'll go first. In my country, people think because there's a rainforest there and it's really, really big, they think the whole place is a rainforest. It's just a little bit.
Where are you from?
I'm from Congo, Kinshasa, and the whole thing is mostly cities and villages and markets and everything. It's just like in America.
Okay, so some people think that Sudan is kind of like a scary country or something, but then some people like sleep outside because like from the inside it's very, very hot. So some people like to sleep outside, so they think that some people like come in on their house or something, but no, it's actually really nice.
So it's very safe. It's so safe people can sleep outside. And what were you guys talking about?
I come from Rwanda, and because most people think that in 1994, the genocide that happened there was so wild, so they still think that something bad is happening there. So it's kind of like they think it's war.
That one story from 1994? Is it? Yeah.
You're right.
And
My family's from Tanzania, and I'm Swahili, and people think like my country's like very like you shouldn't go there that much, but it's really in the inside. It's like you'll meet a lot of people. They're very nice, and it's a perfect place to live.
You showed us some pictures the other day. Thank you for that.
Mary, did you want to share?
I think my mom's parents, and like the country movement, something like that. Like they go to the hijab soon, and then tomorrow Saturday, and my friend going this with my dad. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep over, and then so yeah, but I like put someone does better, but so you put someone it's really good for me. It's like really like hard. It's like yeah, problems. It's like really stressed out about like something like that. But you know, cause I pick for officer like he was really so sick and stuff. It's so like really bad for him. Like so worked a lot. My son is first coming.
All right, Mary, you got to wrap it up because we got a whole bunch of other kids that want to share. So I think I heard you saying that a story from your family is that you guys are going to do a sleepover this weekend? Is that
No, that's tomorrow.
tomorrow? All right, thanks, Mary.
So, and I have kids at the door, but before I let anyone go anywhere, pause with me for a second, please. I have an assignment for 6th graders and an assignment for 5th graders for you guys to think about.
And I've got it on video.
So, 6th graders, I'd like you all to think and talk a little bit about what's your single story that you have about LISEP. And 5th graders, I'd like you all to think and talk with your teachers about, do you all have a single story about Lyman Moore or not? And is it right or not? And then bring that back to me because I'd like to talk to you about what your single story is. And I want to say thank you for visiting. I always like having you here.